Hello from the Cannes Film Festival. Now, you might have the impression that we're hanging out with the stars in Cannes, but often we get 6-minute slots in what we call junkets. Earlier, I went to meet the actor Tye Sheridan, who plays the main role in Black Flies, a film about the tough job of paramedics in New York with Sean Penn. It's directed by French filmmaker Jean-Stephane Sauvaire. Alors, ça va? Ça se passe bien?
J'espère.
A junket is a bit like a military operation. Each journalist has a very precise amount of time, and I've got 8 minutes.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Eve. Nice to meet you.
Tye. How's it going?
Yeah, good. How are you doing?
Doing good.
So you were first here in Cannes more than a decade ago. Were you 16?
Yeah, 15, I think.
15. What's it like being back?
I'm super excited. I mean, this is, we couldn't have picked a better place. This is where we always wanted to end up with this film, to premiere. And the fact that it's in competition is even more exciting. And I'm proud, very proud of Jean-Stephane. I think he's an exceptional filmmaker. I feel honored.
Describe Black Flies.
Yeah, so Black Flies is about paramedics in New York City. And it follows a young medic as he's on his first year on the job. And he's partnered with a veteran medic who's played by Sean Penn. And really, it's about their relationship and, you know, going through the trenches of and the chaos of New York City.
You sleep okay?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's a little tricky getting used to the nights.
Yeah.
It's based on a book by Shannon Burke, and then when I read the books, Tye came right away. He's really talented, and I wanted also someone quite young and innocent, because that's his journey through the violence. And Sean, he has experience of life, you know? It's not just a great actor and great director, he also, like, he has his NGO corps, so he went to Haiti and in Iraq and wherever, like in Ukraine right now.
It is a tough watch. And at times, the world does seem pretty hopeless. Why were you attracted to the role?
And I knew we would see New York in a way that maybe we hadn't seen much in cinema, so that was exciting. It was also, I think, it's a bit of a commentary on, you know, these medics and what the weight that they carry. They're surrounded by people that are sick and dying. A lot of them have to work double shifts, sometimes triple, just to make ends meet. I think maybe we don't have as much respect as we should for these first responders, especially in a world post-COVID, where, you know, first responders have been super important.
What do you think the film is saying about the American health system?
The failure, probably. I mean, we're lucky in France to have the health system. In the US, it's really expensive. That's why there's so many sirens in New York City, because people wait the last moment to go to the hospital, because they know if they go to the hospital, the bill will be minimum 5,000, maybe. I think it's important. I don't understand why this country, you know, still can't deal with it. I mean, Obama did some stuff, but people are still suffering.
Was that first time you saw somebody go? No?
Go on then, tell me, what's he like, Sean Penn? What's it like to work with him?
Oh, he's great. He's somebody I grew up watching and respect and look up to. And it was super fun, you know, well, I don't know if fun is the word. Very, very intense movie, but I think both of us were very passionate about the training and, you know, really trying to capture the reality of their jobs and make sure all the medical stuff felt real and authentic in the film. And so I think we really bonded through that. And
do you know how to save a life then? Like if I collapse now on the floor, you can
it depends what's wrong with you.
do basic first aid?
I mean, I could give you CPR, yeah, or, you know, if you need Narcan, if you had an OD.
Can you put that thing down my throat?
What's that?
The thing down my throat that you had to do?
Oh my God. That, I feel like as a medic, I mean, it's a very intrusive thing.
And as a person, are you quite squeamish normally, or can you cope with lots of blood?
I think it depends, you know, if it's someone I love and there's a lot of blood, I think it freaks me out a little bit.
What do you think the overall message of the film is?
I think that, it's really about how we deal with death, how we deal with our own suffering, how we deal with the suffering of others, whose responsibility it is, and how we treat those people who carry that responsibility.
Okay, Tye Sheridan, thank you.
Thank you.
Good interview, good answers, very interesting.
Now, one of the films being presented today is about dry grasses from Turkish filmmaker Nuri Bilge Ceylan. The drama is set in an isolated village in Anatolia, and it continues his look at life in his home country. He's one of 5 directors in the competition who've already won the big prize, the Palme d'Or. Here's Emerald Maxwell.
It's a very select club that includes the likes of Francis Ford Coppola and the Dardenne brothers. Ken Loach is one of just 9 filmmakers who have won the Palme d'Or twice in the film festival's 76-year history. The veteran British director's kitchen sink realism is a favourite at Cannes, and Ken Loach is now in the running to be the first filmmaker ever to pick up a 3rd Palme d'Or for what is rumoured to be his last film about a group of refugees in a run-down former mining town in England.
All right, lads.
How come they're getting all that stuff?
It's all been donated by local people. It's all second-hand stuff, lads. There's nothing new.
I know, but they've been getting everything lately.
This year's jury head, Ruben Östlund, joined the exclusive 2-time Palme d'Or club last year for his satire Triangle of Sadness, just 5 years after scooping the top honour for dark comedy The Square.
This is a motorized vessel.
Yeah.
It's the World Cup of Soccer trophy for filmmakers, because this is where the world of cinema is watching your films, discussing your films, criticizing your films.
It carries a lot of weight, literally, because the Palme d'Or is very heavy, but also symbolically. It means I can no longer make average or mediocre films.
After coming out top in 2018 for Shoplifters, a tender portrait of a poor family, Hirokazu Koreeda is in the running this year with his film Monster. Wim Wenders returns with Perfect Days. He won the top prize in 1984 for his classic road movie Paris, Texas. Nanni Moretti and Nuri Bilge Ceylan will also be vying for their 2nd Palmes. But the Palme d'Or winning films are as lauded as they are different.
Of course, they're picked by a jury, and the jury tends to have very personal tastes and strong opinions. Some directors win a couple of Palme d'Ors very early on in their careers, like Ruben Östlund, whereas somebody like Ken Loach, who also has 2 Palme d'Ors, he won fairly late on. I'd say the only thing that really connects these films is the platform that they tend to give the directors and the film itself.
The shimmering Palme d'Or has indeed advanced many a career, but it doesn't guarantee a film will make it all the way through awards season. Since Marty in 1955, only Parasite has scooped the top prizes at Cannes and the Academy Awards.
Emerald Maxwell reporting there. Now, it's real time. Today, an actress who's shot into the spotlight with the series How to Get Away with Murder, Aja Naomi King. She's in Cannes for a large beauty brand, and she's using her platform to talk about female empowerment and diversity in the film and beauty industries. Juliette Montilli went to meet her.
Hello, my name is Aja Naomi King, and I am a L'Oreal Paris spokesperson here to walk the red carpet at Cannes. I will never forget my first time walking the red carpet, just the energy and the lights and the excitement, and there is just something about it that is, well, truly unforgettable. I am a Black woman living in America, and there is a lot happening in America that does feel like an attack on Black women. Just everything from gender parity to sexual harassment. There's honestly too much to count, and I am passionate about all of it because it impacts how I get to live my life. It impacts how my child will get to live his life. Well, for instance, like when I was little, I never saw a black doctor or a black dentist until I saw one on TV. So it's like, it's a really bizarre thing for other people growing up, seeing people that look like themselves in these positions and having these experiences normalizes it. But if you don't see it, then it's harder to allow yourself to believe that that's possible for you. So that's why that kind of inclusivity and representation is really important, because then it allows you, it gives you permission to believe that you can attain that for yourself. So many women. I have been very lucky. Most importantly, I have to start with my mother, of course. Just the way she raised me and my sisters. Like, she always empowered us to go after the things we were interested in and to be curious about the world around us. And then for me, growing up, watching women like Angela Bassett and, of course, Viola Davis, you know, was always just really, really fundamentally important for me to become who I am today.
That's it from me. So many stars expected in Cannes this weekend. Natalie Portman and Julianne Moore for May to December, and Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro for Martin Scorsese's film Killers of the Flower Moon. We'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Can you find the wolves in this picture?